Good morning. It's Saturday morning. I am Savannah. Welcome to Gentle-ish yoga. And I say ish because I don't know that I've ever taught a truly gentle class. We're always building a little bit of heat. So there's that bit of yang, that bit of raha energy, which allows us to essentially to transform, to alchemize our energy and whatever is present when we come to our mats. So maybe just taking a moment to close the eyes. And just notice what it is you've brought with you this morning. Notice what is present for you in this moment. And don't search for things in the mind or events, experiences you feel should be present. But simply notice what is. Perhaps there is some peace already. Perhaps there's a bit of anxiety, which is just energy that needs to move. Noticing all of it, any feelings, thoughts, sensations in the body. And simply breathe into your space, into the space within you, and the space around you. Take note of the space within, noticing the toes inside of the feet, legs, and scanning all the way up to the head, noticing all of the space within the body. Then noticing the space outside of the body, in between the toes, thighs, in between fingertips. Taking all of it in, the sound of the breath, the sensation of the breath as it flows through you. Noticing any outside noises. Maybe you can hear the wind whistling. Maybe some birds. Perhaps the hum of the heater. Cars whooshing by. Allowing all outside noise to draw you deeper inside, deeper into that space, that sacred space within. And as you sit here breathing, I'll share a poem with you by Dana Falls from the book Limitless. Doubts are endless. I vow to see through each one and name the fear beneath. Fear is bottomless. I vow to feel it without believing it is real. Distractions surround me. I vow to pay close attention to what is true. Escape beckons. I vow to stay present through the 1,000 urges to flee, the 1,000 forgettings, the 1,001 rememberings. And as you move through your practice this morning, I invite you to inquire several times, 1,001 rememberings. Om Tat Sat. what is real, and what is true. Bringing the palms together at heart center. The shoulders be relaxed and easy. Draw the tailbone down towards the earth. Lengthen the spine. Let the palms be soft. So there's almost space between them. And in that space, invite in a sankalpa, sacred intention, something you would like to cultivate here on your mat this morning and to carry into your day. And perhaps it is that sense of what is real and what is true. Let's take a deep breath in and share an Om. Inhale. Namaste, my friends. And we'll begin. We're going to do a little bit of Brastrika bellows breath, which if you have not practiced before, there is a sharp exhale through the nose. So if you haven't already, maybe take a moment to clear the nasal passages. Otherwise, sort of like a hose spraying. So coming into a comfortable seat, if you need to switch the cross of the legs or even perhaps come into a hero's pose, please do. We won't be here too long. Find that beautiful integrity of the spine. Inhale the arms up, fingers spread very wide. Release the breath. And I'll demonstrate once before we roll through together. So it's a long, deep inhale. Sharp exhale through the nose. Hands come to fists. So inhale. Moving as quickly or as slowly as needed. And inhale the arms up. Hold that breath. And release. Let fingertips come to earth. Close the eyes. And notice how quickly the breath can transform everything. The breath is your power. Perhaps you feel some heat, some tingling, and perhaps even a sense of joy that maybe didn't exist just moments ago. Planting the left palm on the earth, inhale the right arm up. Maybe circle that wrist to begin, just releasing any snaps, crackles, pops. Root down through both hips, allowing the tailbone to become heavy as the crown lifts. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, bend over to the side. Inhale, rise, and exhale over to the other side. Maybe circle that wrist. Play with positioning of head, relaxing shoulders away from the ears. And then we'll flow side to side. Oh, gentle lateral stretch. Opening up the side body. Maybe trying something new here. Think about moving from the sides of the heart. Focus your attention there. What does that feel like in your body? Perhaps it doesn't feel different at all, or perhaps it's a completely new inquiry. Next time the left palm lands, find some inquiry here with that top arm. Perhaps that means making circles. Perhaps it's pulsing gently in and out. Maybe head comes down, arm lifts, head lifts. Perhaps you find a way to move that you've never moved before. What can you discover here? And then let the right arm carry you up and over to the other side. And same thing here. Discover something new. We come into a new year, which isn't to say that the troubles of the year past dissolve as the calendar changes, but there is a sense of newness, of beginnings, and perhaps even a sense of adventure as we head into the unknown. And treating your body just like this new year. Finding something new. Come back to center. And then coming to sit and bringing the feet wide, hands behind you. And just begin to send the knees side to side. Getting into those hips. Little massage. Beginning a gentle twist. And perhaps the next time the knees come to the right, that left arm wants to swing around and reach. Make that part of the flow. Maybe you even like to lift a little as you turn. Coming up onto knees, beginning to straighten that back leg. What feels good and true in your body? Using the earth, the support of the earth. And the next time you come over to the right, pressing into the hand, pressing into the knee, the foot, and perhaps just lifting a little bit higher, maybe straightening that left leg, coming into a half circle. Relaxing the shoulders away from the ears, draw the tailbone down, lengthen the spine, and think about that heart rising towards the ceiling. How open can you be? What's new here? What's happening in the body, in the mind? Can you bend a little deeper? And then coming back down. Bring the feet back to center. And over to the other side. Coming up if you'd like into that half circle. Shifting as needed. And again, think about the front of that heart reaching out of the chest, expanding. Feel that energy spread into the space around you. Feel the expansiveness of your beautiful heart. Perhaps bending just a little deeper, pressing into the earth, and then release. And bringing the feet to the earth just in front of the hips. Rooting down through tailbone, lifting through crown. Again, sending that heart up. Take a breath in and send the gaze up towards the sky, and then exhale, curl the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, opening up the heart. And exhale, releasing the back of the heart. Creating space, front and back. Allowing the expansive energy of new, of beginnings in. And then coming to pause at center. Perhaps removing a layer if, like me, you're getting very hot. And staying in the same position, rooting the tailbone down, finding that beautiful integrity of the spine. You lift one foot, pet the cat. Lift the other, pet the cat. Perhaps a little higher this time. Keeping that heart lifting, expanding. Perhaps imagining you're dipping your toes in and out of water, making a little splish splash, maybe going a little quicker now. Maybe you release the arms. Maybe you send the legs out, both. Can you stay with the shaking? Can you be with yourself in this moment of transformation? And then release, bring the soles of the feet together. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale. Go ahead and fold forward. Let out a sigh. And as you rest here, continuing to tuck that tail and lengthen the spine. Drawing the belly button in. Breathing deeply into your heart. Breathing deeply into the sacred, which is within you and without you, which is all things and no things. And then inhale, rising up. And coming to hands and knees. Cool. Need to sweep. So here, shoulders are right over wrists, hips right over knees. Take a peek behind you. If you can see your feet, position them so that they're hidden behind the knees. Press the tops of the feet and the shins into the mat. Spread the fingers wide. Press each individual finger and the pad of the hand into your mat. Relax the shoulders. Draw the tailbone back. Lengthen the crown forward. On your inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart, lift the gaze. Hands and knees are moving towards one another. And as you exhale, pressing into the palms, pressing into the shins, chin drops, hands and knees pulling away. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. How slowly can you move through this cat-cow? What sense of discovery, of newness, of inquiry can you bring to this experience now? Again here, think about moving from the heart space as you inhale forward and as you exhale back. Notice if it changes the asana for you, if it's supportive or not. Oh, and then curling the toes underneath and pressing up and back into down dog. Bend one knee and then the other. A gentle pedal. Feeling the whole foot as it rises. And as it finds its way to the mat. And then both heels, or they settle towards the mat. You may not find the mat. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Fingers spread very wide. Again, pressing into each individual finger, pressing into the pad of the hand. Maybe shake the head side to side. Release any tension in the neck, in the jaw, forehead. Step the right foot forward, keeping the left palm planted. Inhale the right arm up to the sky, coming into a twist. Breathe. Would you like to inquire here? Perhaps a circle would feel good. Perhaps taking a bind would feel good. Wrapping that right arm around. What is true for you here? How can you find more space in your body, in your breath? Right hand comes back to the earth. Step the left foot forward and allow the foot to settle on the earth, preparing for warrior one. Find a firm foundation. Press the feet into the earth. And using that belly strength and our earth support, begin to draw yourself up. Allowing the arms to lift, coming to warrior one. Adjusting as needed. Sending the right hip back as the left hip flexor comes forward. Back leg is straight, pressing through the back of the knee. Feel that energy. Feel the energy from heel to crown to fingertips. Spread the fingers very wide and find a place to focus. We'll do a little bit of Brastrika. Inhale. Send the arms up to the sky. Maybe release a sigh. Interlace the fingers, all but the pointer, and send the hands in front of you as if you're holding a sword. And then release the hands and slide the left hand along the right arm and the chest, opening up all the way, coming to warrior two, adjusting as needed. Find a nice solid place here. Find a place where there is an equal amount of ease and of effort. Extending long through fingertips. Right knee moving towards pinky toes of right foot. Pressing through that back heel. Relaxing the shoulders. Let's share an Om here. Deep breath in. Drop the left hand to the back of the left thigh. Inhale the right arm up. Make space between that right knee and that right arm. Does it feel good to look up? Is your neck happy? Do you need to look down? Om Tat Sat. What is real and what is true? Can you find some ease in the shoulders and the breath? Perhaps you're not used to holding this one for very long. Can you relax into it? Continuing to press the feet into the earth. Don't collapse into that lower back. Making space on the left side and the right side. And then inhale up. Turning towards that front leg. Step the back foot up slightly. And then coming onto the ball of the back foot. And once again, bringing the left palm down to the inside of the right foot and opening up into a twist. Is there anything different here? You're just here. You've maybe been here hundreds of times, maybe thousands of times. Can this place be new, even still? Bringing the right palm down and spring forward. Step the left foot up to meet the right. Come into a forward fold. Let out a sigh. Maybe shake the head side to side. Pressing the feet into the earth as you draw the belly button in and send the tailbone towards the sky. Shoulders away from the ears. What would love to let go here? Without thinking, but simply sensing, feeling, intuiting. Inhale, come up halfway. And pause here for a moment. Press the feet into the earth. Pressing energetically through the backs of the legs, drawing the shoulders away from the ears, belly button to spine. Lengthen. Can you grow even longer? Having a slight bend in the knees if needed. But keeping that integrity of the spine. Keeping the energy channels there flowing freely, unencumbered. Making room, making space for joy, for newness, for the sacred. Exhale, come down. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, planting the palms, stepping the right foot back, planting right palm next to left foot, and inhaling the left arm up, coming into a twist. What new land can you chart here? Where's your sense of curiosity? Drawing left hip bone into socket. Pressing through that back heel. Stay alert yet at ease. And then allowing that hand to come down. Step the back foot up slightly so that it may rest flat on your mat. Find a solid foundation, pressing feet into earth, and then drawing from that earth energy and using your belly strength, come all the way up. Warrior one, lift the arm. Lengthen the spine. Feel strong. And let's do some Brastrika, some bellows breath. Deep breath in. And release. Interlace the fingers, all but the pointer. Send them out in front of the heart as if you're holding a sword. And release the interwoven fingers and glide the right hand along the left arm, opening up. Warrior two. Adjusting as needed. Find a place where you feel stable, where you feel secure, grounded. Drawing the earth energy up through feet. Let's share an Om. Deep breath in. Dropping the right hand to the right thigh, inhale the left arm up. Peaceful warrior. Noticing where the neck and head feels most comfortable. Perhaps the neck is requiring a little bit of dynamic movement up and down. Om Tat Sat. What is real? What is true? Make space. Left knee, left elbow, left fingertips. Can you stay with the sensations building in the body? This moment of transformation. Inhale brings you back up. Turning towards that front leg. And stepping the back foot in. And then coming onto the ball of the back foot. Right palm plants. And left arm lifts to sky, coming into a twist. Using the support of the earth to help you expand even more. How big can you make your energy? Can you send it in the space all around you, the room, even beyond the walls of the room outside, perhaps even further than that, to beloveds? And then turning to face that front foot. Step the right foot up to meet the left. Come into a forward fold. Let out a sigh. Maybe shake the head. And then stepping the left foot back. Bringing the knee to the earth. And this may be a place where you'd like blocks if you are wanting to use blocks for a little extra support. We're just going to flow in and out of this pyramid kriya. So it can be nice to have a little support, but also not necessary. So bringing the knee to the earth, opening the chest, and then exhale, straightening that back leg, folding over the front. So just flowing in and out. Simple movement. Coming into a rhythm of breath. Oh. The next time you come forward into your lunge, keep that back leg straight, front leg bent. And once again, left palm plants in the center. And right arm lifts. Now this is the third time we've been here. Can you find something new? Oh, what would the body love? What is spirit calling for? Perhaps you need to bring that left knee down to the earth. Do you need more heat or less heat? Stay with the breath. Stay with yourself. Be present through the shaking. And then release the right hand. Step the right foot back to meet the left. Bring the knees to the earth and come into child. Let out a sigh. Maybe a little rock of the hips, side to side. Maybe the forehead turns side to side. Breathing. Drawing that energy from the earth in. And just allowing yourself to be in this space in between. Breathing into the space. Inhale, float up to table. And then left foot comes in front. Same thing, different side. We'll flow in and out of this pyramid kriya. As you inhale, really think about sending that heart up and out, energetically expanding around you. And as you exhale, release. Intuit what the body needs to release, what the mind needs to release, the spirit. Trust your own inherent wisdom. Next time you come forward into that lunge, keep that back leg straight if it feels okay in your body. Plant the right palm. Inhale the left arm up to the sky. Continuing to keep the hips even, sending left hip back as needed, right hip flexor forward. Find something new. Stay with yourself, especially in the moments when it's hard to. You are the one you've been waiting for. Let that left hand come down. Step the left foot back to meet the right, coming into a down dog. Let out some noises. I don't know, I'm growling over here, so I thought you might like to try too. Enjoy this down dog, this in-between pose. Sort of a bridge of a pose connecting us from one to the next. For yogis who've been practicing for a long time, this is a resting posture. Oh, I never used to think that, but after many years of practice, it's often a relief to end up in a down dog. So breathe here. Whether it feels restful or not, can you find some ease? The knees come to the earth. Hips to heels, swinging the legs out in front, and find your way onto your back. Pressing the lower back down into your mat. Send the legs up towards the sky. Keep the knees slightly bent. And then send the arms up, keeping elbows slightly bent, hands relaxed, pressing shoulder blades into the mat. Dead bug. And to begin, finding a place where there is minimal effort, if any at all. And then continuing to press the back and shoulders into the mat. Begin to separate feet from hands. So hands draw towards head, feet draw away from the body. Continuing to press that lower back down. Feeling that belly. Feeling that fire. Can you stay with the shaking? Can you stay in this place of transformation? This place right before a beginning. Inhale, come back. Staying in your dead bug, but finding that sense of ease once again. And we'll do a little pulsing dead bug. So inhale, the feet will come wide and towards the earth. Arms will come wide and towards the earth. And exhale everything back up. How expansive can you become here? Perhaps you imagine you're holding the sun or the full moon. As you inhale, draw in the light. As you exhale, send that light out to the world. One more time. Draw the knees into the chest. Let out any noises. Bring the feet to the earth. Press the feet into the mat. Swing the hips over to the right. Extend the left leg long. Draw right knee towards you and send right knee towards the left side. Perhaps scooting that left shoulder over just a bit. So both shoulder blades rest comfortably on the mat. Maybe opening the arms. And perhaps sending the gaze over to the right. And melt here. Let yourself be like butter in a hot pan. You surrender completely. And if there's something in the body preventing you from surrendering completely, can you adjust? If there's something in the mind, can you set it aside for now? Lately, instead of let it go, I like let it rest. No pressure to expunge something from your being, but simply to set something aside, perhaps to return to and perhaps not. Oh, come back to center. Both feet come to the earth, bringing hips to center and then swinging them over to the left. Extend the right leg long. Draw the left knee towards you. Left knee falls to right side. Perhaps scooting that right shoulder over just a bit. Maybe opening the arms wide, sending gaze over left shoulder if that feels all right in the neck. Melting like butter. Giving yourself completely to this moment. And knowing that this moment is sacred. Each and every moment is sacred. But it is our lack of presence that causes us to see otherwise. And the practice as yogis is to continue to bring ourselves back from the 1,000 forgettings. There are 1,001 rememberings. Bring yourself back to center. Draw the knees into the chest and make some circles. Releasing the lower back. And then take them in the opposite direction. And find any final movements the body may be longing for. What do you need? What's happening? Always an inquiry. When you feel complete, please allow yourself to come into the most delicious Shavasana, making yourself very comfortable, perhaps a bolster under the knees, maybe a blanket, maybe a cuddly four-legged friend. What would allow you to sink very deeply into this moment? Explore the space within. Inside of the body. The spirit moving. Notice the breath becoming quieter and slower as you settle into this space. The space within, the space without, sacred space, interwoven through all things. No separation. Just unity. Oneness. Breath of spirit moving through all things, all things, all things. Can you feel the back of your heart drawing down into the earth? The hips sinking, rooting. Root and heart, earth and heaven, spirit and matter, sun and moon, masculine and feminine, light, dark, sacred darkness, darkness where all things are born. Darkness where all beginnings emerge. Sacred darkness. Darkness is sacred. Spirit in all things. There is spirit in all things. Sink. Safe. You're safe here. You're held here. You are loved here. Here, now. All there is. Here and now is all there is. Sink. Sacred darkness. A holy place. You are a holy place. Just breathe. Doubts are endless. I vow to see through each one and name the fear beneath. Fear is bottomless. I vow to feel it without believing it is real. Distractions surround me. I vow to pay close attention to what is true. Escape beckons. I vow to stay present through the 1,000 urges to flee, the 1,000 forgettings, the 1,001 rememberings. And continuing to lie very still, but slowly deepening the breath. Let yourself come back gently and slowly, especially if you're one to hop right out of Shavasana. What would it feel like to take your time? What would it feel like to come back into a waking state, yet to continue to lie still? Feeling the space within and the space without, the sacred space. Invite in some movement now. Gentle and slow, moving maybe one finger at a time. Circling perhaps wrists and ankles. Moving towards a more dynamic movement, maybe a big stretch. Overhead. Oh. Come back to the body. Coming back to the body now. Time to wake up. Before you come to seated, allow yourself to roll to one side or the other. Take a moment here to pause, resting in this cosmic place. What is something that you are grateful for in this very moment? Let yourself feel it. And when you're ready, return to Sukhasana, to an easy seated pose. And when you arrive there, close the eyes. Feel the space within your own heart, the prana moving through your body. Feel the energy of each other. Feel each other's energy. Feel all of us here holding space. Bring the palms together at heart center. And let's share one final Om. Deep breath in. Namaste, friends. Jai Bhagwan. Victory to the light of consciousness. May we all reach our truest and wildest selves in this new year. Always be true to yourself.